been said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. The Sooners will put it away to start the game. On the move from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will be first on the attack. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking.
Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Jukes his way for more. And he makes the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Gives it on the option. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll try it again. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bulldogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. got his man quickly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
That quarterback put his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackling space.
These fans raising the bump. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David Reed.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The break, and Georgia is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a...
He's got it for a big play. There he goes. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. Williams looking for a man. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Bulldogs are marching down the field. On the ground, it's Frazier. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Black. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finds a little space. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Williams will pass quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Owens. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Sooners will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. To the ground, he's got it again. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Finds his man. It's Owens. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Got the completion. conversion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Williams looking for a man. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back has it. Quick spin up. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. He's got him. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Trying to keep this drive alive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the 1st down. Nice job by the offense.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Frazier. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish.
Nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield.
Going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's stopped right there, short of the 1st down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Owens. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go straight.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the foot.
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The inside handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff.
Did you see that? The clock didn't start running until they started walking up the line.
You've got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
A first down run on the doorstep. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Finds his man. It's Owens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Williams looking for a man. Caught near the sticks. It's Black. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Going to swing it on second down. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Owens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Trailing by 8. Down, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Williams will pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Now facing a third and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams.